Cinderwench.
Dirty Ella.
Cinderella.
Disney is keeping the dream alive and turning their beloved cartoon classics into live-action features. The latest is Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella, and it was already a blockbuster smash last weekend. We decided we had to go and see it.
They're all looking at you.
Believe me, they're all looking at you.
Cinderella is lovely, lovely. Lily James is lovely Cinderella, and I recognize her from Downton Abbey, and I recognize a lot of faces in this movie because of not only Downton Abbey, but other awesome BBC shows like Gavin and Stacey. You just see little faces here or there because I've been in love with the BBC so much. So jumping into this, first of all, I have to say that I feel like I already knew the story. Everyone knows the story.
Yes.
So jumping into it, I didn't think that I was going to find any entertainment in it, but it really charmed me.
Yeah.
From the start, just jumping in and just falling into this world where maybe fairy tales can come true, and maybe life didn't taint me at all, and maybe I will find my Prince Charming too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you all right?
I'm all right, but you've nearly frightened the life out of him.
Who?
The stag.
But we're hunting, you see. That's what's done.
Just because it's what's done doesn't mean it's what should be done.
You're right.
Everybody grows up with this movie. I saw it when I was a kid, and there are a lot of the princess movies, but somehow the simplicity of the story endures, and it's one that everybody can kind of reconnect with and be familiar with, and I think there's something to be said for reinventing or revisiting a classic for a modern audience.
Well, that's the thing, because this story has been turned into modern stories for years now, and this is actually the heart of Cinderella. This is the story of Cinderella. They didn't change much of it at all, really.
Ella, I almost forgot. Remember, the magic will only last so long. With the last echo of the last bell, at the last stroke of midnight, the spell will be broken, and all will return to what it was before.
Midnight.
Midnight.
I honestly didn't think that it would carry me through, and for a moment there, it didn't. There was some moments that, I mean, the wagon that comes apart, the pumpkin wagon that comes apart, it also came apart for me at those moments as well, just because you knew it was gonna happen. Okay, this is taking too long now. And then I started thinking about the kids that were in the audience as well. Maybe the movie is a little bit too long for them. It could have been shortened quite a bit.
Yeah, there are some check your watch moments. There are also some very sad moments in the movie, and I could imagine this being a bit traumatizing for a younger kid that's going to see this, or a parent.
Sure,
Because I was absolutely devastated when parents start dropping like flies in this movie, and you just think of the kids and the relationships, and there actually is this innate sadness all the way through.
Yes, stepmother. Oh, you needn't call me that. Madam will do.
Ella is just such a loving soul who sort of tries to live up to the credo of have kindness and courage, and I thought that's a pretty fantastic message to send out to everybody. What's not so fantastic is those damn corsets that they have all of the women wearing in this thing, with super pinched, unrealistic Barbie doll waists, and that's all weird, and also the idea that they have to put all of their faith in being discovered by a man to make their whole life. None of that crap I want my daughter thinking or believing or seeing and saying, yes, I can see the value in storytelling or messaging like this.
Well, that's when the wagon came off the wheels for me at that moment, when you see the Barbie doll and she walks in and it's just, okay, well, obviously she's gonna take all of their attention because she's the fairest and she has the tiniest waist. So those moments were bothersome for sure. Aside from all of the tropes that women have to fall into, especially in a story like this, the movie did charm me much like The Prince.
Yeah, there's some baloney you have to get through, but I think it's still a pretty fun film, actually. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it gets a 7 for me.